Yay, yay. Let's go. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Kiki, the dopest. What's the word? You on time. You the first one in the building, okay? Grand Rising Royalty, aka Dopest Melanin. Yeah, that's royalty. That is royalty. Dopest Melanin. I'm telling. Grand Rising Queen, Dopest, aka The Real with Reenie B. Oh, look, this song wanna play by itself. This song wanna play by itself. What's good, Grand Rising, Grand Rising? I got my Trayvon Martin on. Rest in peace, Trayvon. Got the hoodie on today. What's happening with y'all? I woke up, it was cold. It was cold. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. I see y'all, yep, trickling in. I see it. Man, today, woo-wee. I had to do much preparation for this one. I just kind of fly off the top. The internet and self-respect, or lack of. I just been blown away, y'all, recently. I'm gonna need y'all to, be in the comments and let me know what's going on. OneLoveFam.com. Internet and self-respect, or lack of, right? So, when we talk about the internet and self-respect, this isn't really to bash people. This is more like, if you don't know how this works, especially in the live streaming world and the world of these apps, Grand Rising Keish, if you don't know how this works, you can do a lot of damage to yourself with this internet and these live streaming apps. I'm gonna just keep it real. The way the men conduct themselves, you can magnify that, or you can see anything they doing is times 100. So if they even a little bit perverse in their own regular day-to-day life on these apps and the internet, they become like monsters. They become like 100 times worse. And y'all ladies see it in your DMs. You know, when you go check your DMs, y'all see it. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all know on tag, my lurk page is a or what they call it, my foo page is a female. So it's so crazy. I never been live on it. It ain't even got a picture of me on it. And the DMs I get, I said, I swear, I can't imagine what these women have in a DM. You know what I mean? I know it's pictures of men's Johnson and their private parts in your DM on a regular basis. For some reason, I don't feel like the men really care about being exposed on the internet as much as women do. I really don't. I really don't. It's a bunch of BS. When you see, and you know, I found out something interesting yesterday about a person in particular, who of course who will remain nameless. Um, a lot of people have these characteristics. Hey, Grand Rising, Danny. A lot of people have these characteristics in real life, but we don't know that because we only see them or have met them through the internet, right? But I continuously watch women doing stuff that's going to be a part of their digital footprint for the rest of their life, the rest of their children's lives. Do y'all get that? This stuff that's going on that you put out there into cyberspace, once it becomes in cyberspace, hey, Brittany, Grand Rising, once it hits cyberspace, it's now the property of the world. And the reason I'm saying these things is I've watched women on the app because I'm a man, so I'm paying more attention to the ladies than I am the man. And the One Love family is 95% female, if not more. I want to say like 98, right? But if you look thirsty and desperate in real life, it's the same like I said with the men. It's times 100 on the internet. Like, people really don't think other people are watching how you carry and conduct yourself, right? So, let me just give you an example. So, if you're talking to a gentleman, you think he cute, or fellas, if you hollering at a girl, you think she a hottie, a baddie, whatever, and you decide to send that pic, right? That picture, just because you thought he was cute, just because you thought she was cute, you decide to send a picture to somebody that you don't know on the internet and have just met within about days. Okay, I can see that happening. But when a few days later you talking to another guy or girl and you send them a picture, now we starting to get into that realm of you're not protecting yourself on the internet. You really not. And since my family is primarily all female, I really implore y'all to be careful with how you move with these men and or women, whatever your preference. Okay? Because it is my job, first and foremost, to protect y'all as a leader of the One Love family, but more so as somebody that cares about people in general. Most of y'all, we just did what was yesterday's conversation about co-parenting, right? So if you have a child and you're not with the child's father for whatever reason, and you got this stuff floating around on the internet, it's a likelihood that they might get to see it. Not only that, and I've been telling y'all this time and time again, your children are going to grow up. Your children are going to grow. My kids is all over the internet now. I promise you, my daughter, I had made a TikTok, right? And within days, I had like 2,000 followers. Do you know my daughter went to all her friends and did nothing but brag on her dad? My dad just got on TikTok. Look how many followers he got, y'all. Her friends start following me, right? Now, only imagine if I was doing something inappropriate on the internet. My daughter be at school. Her teacher say, what your dad do? Well, actually, her teacher always asks me. I think she asked me one too many times what I do. I think she asked me one too many times what I do. But I'm like, you know, he's a live streamer. So imagine if your child wanna, oh, this is what my dad does. Like, real talk, most of what I do on the internet, I'm not ashamed of. However, if you really are going down that path of, I could share this with anybody, it's your personal space. Protect that personal space. That personal space ain't for the internet. Okay, dancing, twerking, that's one thing. But the way you move on this internet, you can do things that are irreversible. Like real stuff. Everybody ain't got money like the Kardashians to get their videos taken down off the internet. And once you do get them taken down off the internet, somebody got recordings or something. Be mindful of that. When you streaming or interacting with somebody, remember, unless you have really, really gotten to know the person, you really don't know them. Let me read some of these comments. Dudes will just claim it's not them unless they picture on it. Unless they faces. Let me scroll down. Time to set up an OnlyFans to get paid. Don't. Okay, there we go. There we go. Y'all doing this for free. I mean, you can go on some of these girl broadcasts. You can send them 50 cents worth of gifts, and they'll start twerking. Most of them is doing it for free. Now, at least a girl dancing in the club, you know, a stripper or whatever, at least a dancer, she getting her bills paid. Man, I promise you, if I go on this website today, if I go on Instagram right now and show y'all Miko's Best Broadcasters, which is a T page of sorts, shout out to them because they always show us in a good light, even when we messing up. I ain't not, look, there go Grandpa Dopest taking away all the fun. Nah, it ain't no fun when you permanently embarrassed on the internet. Hey, boo-boo. King's Dopest boo-boo in the building. It ain't no fun. And trust me, I have seen it happen. I have seen it happen where somebody I know, and I'm not gonna say any names, their child saw them on the internet doing stuff they probably shouldn't be letting their child see. You know what I mean? But more importantly, like I said, whatever you do on the internet becomes part of your digital footprint. You know what I mean? It's your legacy. So even like these YouTubes and my live streams, all that stuff is a part of my legacy. Now, am I proud of everything that I've done? And we talking about self-respect. It encompasses a lot of things. It encompasses, my anger management, which I'm working on. I'm working on it. I say things sometimes I shouldn't say. So again, I'm not talking from a place of innocence. You know, the last person I sent a picture to of any type, I've been married to for 14 years now. And trust me, she didn't like the picture neither. It wasn't her style. So I never sent another picture in my life, okay? It wasn't her style. It wasn't what she was into. You know what I mean? Be mindful of these people that you talk to on the internet, because predators ain't just they not just preying on kids and like they preying on y'all too. Because as we seen, you know, and I can only speak from what I see, and like I said, the people in my organization are primarily female. So every day, remember yesterday we heard about one dude begging for $5,000, right? Begging. Another guy begging one of our family members to help buy him a barbecue grill. But they count my coins. They count how much money I got. And I just went and bought a barbecue grill with nobody's help. If you can't buy a barbecue grill, man, you need to spend less time on the internet, more time focused on your job, and getting your finances together. Yeah, but hustling people for $100. Man, the internet is full of predators, perverts, punks, you name it. Y'all gotta keep that in mind. Scam artists, hustlers, they gonna tell you what you want to hear to get what they want. You know what I mean? You gotta keep that in mind. And trust me, if you meet a dude on this internet, I don't care how much you like him, within a week or two, you should not be meeting up with him. One. Two, there is no way on God's green earth you should be sending somebody some money or some nudes from the internet. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Because what happens? What have we seen happens? Well, a lesser man, right, is going to do what? A lesser female is going to do what? They're going to expose you. Oh, man, they have whole broadcasts on this every day, right? Y'all see it? They're going to expose you. Soon as you don't do what they want, they are going to expose you. And it's going to make you so mad. It's going to make you want to punch something. Am I lying? Be mindful of that. See, when people know, like, you know, I get stuff sent to me too all the time. I have no need or urge or want to do anybody like that ever. You know what I mean? Ever. I do not want to be part of embarrassing somebody, embarrassing their children and their future children's children. You know what I mean? Can't no guy expose me. See, then you doing the right thing. You do. Girl almost said something. Let me be quiet. Y'all better watch it. And man, y'all start drinking on this internet. Y'all better be careful. That's another thing I was gonna tell y'all. Getting inebriated. Now catching a buzz. I got a 2-drink minimum, right? I usually tell people when you get to that second drink, it's probably time to get off the internet. Because there is something that's bound to happen that you may regret tomorrow. And you will be on somebody, whether Shade Room or T-Page or whatever. You will end your butt up on one of them pages. And you going to be like, Oh my God. Wow. Oh my God. You gonna be like, oh my God, in my May voice. My Dopest May voice. You gonna be like, oh my God. I still can't do it like her, and I be practicing. Yeah. I mean, and like I said, a lot of this stuff is irreversible. You know, once it's out there, you kind of got to live with it. And if you knew and you just don't know, you just don't know. And that's why I'm here to tell you, because, you know, it's too fun. It's just too fun, right? You're caught up in a moment, everybody in the room talking a certain way, or you on a panel and you're showing something you shouldn't. If you can't do it in front of your children, then you probably shouldn't do it on the internet. Keep that as a rule of thumb. Here's the part I don't get. Girls will send pics unsolicited and then want to cry and threaten to press charges when the dude is going to expose them. It's just as illegal to send unsolicited pics. That is true. It's a crime both ways. If y'all didn't know, like Nature Punk, that's one of his charges is revenge porn, posting Natiri's sexual acts on the internet. That's one of his charges. It's a crime. Y'all keep that in mind. Y'all keep that in mind. It is a crime. So it's a like I said, it's a tricky little game that this internet, you know, this internet game we playing. But my main thing is for y'all to be mindful. If 9 times out of 10, if it's something you don't want your children to see, keep it off the internet. You know what I mean? Keep it off the internet. If we having a general discussion on a sexual topic, primarily on a live streaming app, you know, I try not to talk too much about my personal life. You know, I do feel like people should keep intimate, you know, find out what intimacy is and research what being intimate is. It's really a private act. Now, if you want to talk in generals, in a broader sense, then that may be different. But you know, when you start talking like in depth and in detail about what you like and this, that, and the third on the internet, think about this as a single person, right? What guy want to be with a girl that everybody got nudes of? What girl want to be with a guy that any girl could pop up and be like, oh yeah, I got pictures of him? It really ain't. It's not a good. You know, protect yourself at all times. You know, this is like a boxing match. Protect yourself at all times on this internet, because some of y'all have seen recently how people been moving, and then now it's coming out more and more like how, you know, they really been acting, and it's not good. It's not good. You know, if you done hollered or tried to holler at 5, 6 dudes in a couple months off of this live streaming thing, I'm gonna just tell you, you coming off looking a little bit desperate. Dudes, if you running around here trying to talk to every girl that you see in the broadcast or in the comments or whatever, you coming off looking a little thirsty, man. Some of y'all act like y'all ain't never seen JJ and Tatas before. I swear to God, man, I be feeling like when sometimes I'm on the internet, I be in a room full of all grown folks, and it seemed like grown folks is getting more excited than a group of fucking teenage, just entering puberty ass kids. Like, oh my God, it's some Mans, it's some for JJ, it's some Tatas. Like, if you are a mature adult, you done seen all that before. Stop acting so fucking amazed every time you see a titty. I swear to God, every time somebody said, "Oh, they saw it was a titty," dude, that girl put it like, calm the. You know what? Girl, calm, damn. Hey, if you an exhibitionist and that's what you like, I get it. Do you be yourself, right? But the main reason I be saying this is for y'all kids, man. Like, if you would look, put it like this: if you a single adult with no children, hey, do your thug thizzle. But most of the people that I see doing these things, I'm sorry, that shit just got me laughing. If you if you a parent, and you know, especially if you got little girls, this, that, and the third, and you know what you want your little girl, how you want your little girl to act, right? Right. Let's just keep it real. People will say anything for the sake of argument, though. But let's just keep it real. Do you want your daughter to be conducting herself in the manner that we see a lot of these people on these live streaming apps? Talk to me now. I'll talk back. Let me know. Nah. I don't want my son acting like, y'all was in the broadcast with my oldest son the other day, was sitting in there, and one of the girls was like, I'm finna pull up. Like, he talk all that stuff. You saw how bashful he got. He's like, hold on. I said, boy, this internet ain't playing. I said, she gonna pull up on you. He out there. Oh yeah, I work at X, Y, Z. I was like, okay, this internet ain't playing. But nah, for real though. Think about it. Again, if it's your children want to emulate you so bad. All right. My youngest daughter. Sometimes I see her, and she damn near dressed like me. Got her Dopest hat to the back, Tupac shirt on. Like your children want to emulate you in some way. My grandson, he really good at imitating his dad. Even if his dad is limping, my grandson gonna have a limp too. He start like they want to imitate y'all so bad. Be mindful of that. You know what I mean? Like, I really mean that. Like, be mindful of protecting your self-respect on the internet. Yeah. Because it's something, like I said, I'm working on. I may not be out here all freaky deaky, but I know there's things that come out of my mouth that, or there's actions that, or way that I'm carrying myself, I wouldn't be necessarily proud of or want my kids to see. That's the truth. You know, take that in consideration. Because the internet is cold. Just a simple no. People don't like rejection. You give somebody a no, they flip the script on everything. Any and everything. y'all done talked about, that person who you thought they were, all of that changes off of a no. All of that will change off of a no and rejection. Don't give out your information on the internet. Y'all see my addresses all. You got people on there trying to sell my address. They offering, oh man, I'll give you this much for his ad. You might as well, you save that for your funeral. You might as well save that money for your funeral. But a lot of y'all, again, in my family, are single women, right? And single mothers, and you got children at home to protect. Don't be on the internet screaming out your address. Kiki. It was so funny though, because Kiki was like, I ain't think about it like that. Ebbs had to tell her one day, like, girl, you got your kids at home, right? Don't be doing that on the internet. They not worth it. We know y'all some badass chicks now, and y'all can handle yourselves, but you don't need to prove it for this internet. What do I tell y'all all the time? The internet is undefeated. The internet is undefeated. I know, Kiki, I'm just using you as an example. You ain't the only one that's done it. I was just using you as an example. The internet is undefeated though. People do get hurt off of this internet. They do. They really do. And I would be so sad if I hadn't have told y'all about the do's and don'ts of this internet and this live streaming. Because most of y'all just used to using Facebook. But I did do it though. It was that Don Julio, Jose, and Pinot mix. Girl, that mixture is something. Every time I think about that, I get chills. That make me want to scream my address out right now. No, but real talk though. You can actually use the internet to make you better, because the internet sometimes excuse me, the internet sometimes allows you to see your flaws. It allows you to see your flaws sometimes. Now it's up to you to correct that. It's completely up to you now to correct them flaws. So if I'm getting too loose with my mouth on the broadcast and I'm saying things that I shouldn't be saying, and somebody brings it to my attention, because a lot of what we went through in the last, 2 weeks, right? A lot of what we went through in the last couple weeks is because somebody brought something to someone's attention and they didn't receive it well. They did not want to listen. They could do no wrong. Look, I screw up every day. I keep telling y'all, if y'all looking at King Dopest to be some kind of perfect individual, and like I said, even this discussion, I'm not talking from a place of innocence. I'm guilty too. But, I've been in this lifestyle for so long. Like I said, I do know some of the do's and don'ts. I do know some of the horror stories that come along with the internet. I mean, we all just saw somebody get whooped on the internet a couple weeks ago, right? I just on this app. Let's not even count all the other apps. You've been in other apps. Yeah, nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. But make sure, here's another thing too. A lot of people on the internet do things because they feel that's what they need to do to fit in with the cool crowd. It's the truth. Now I seen that thousands of times over this last 7 years. I seen that so many times where people, it's not in their character, but they feel like that's what they gotta do to get popping on here. They feel like that's what they gotta do to get noticed. No, you don't. Stay true to yourself. Stay true to your moral compass. Continue to grow. We always, all of this stuff is about growth. Everything we talking about every day, just think about it, right? Every conversation we've had since I've been back on Dopest Mornings, and primarily every conversation we've had since I started Dopest Morning, is about what? It's about growth. It's about growth. I want my people, the people that choose to tune in, the people that care about me, I want them to be prepared. I don't want them saying, "Oh man, King, I didn't know the internet was like this." I went on and it's kind of like Nature Punk, right? More people make money off of him than he does off himself. It's the truth. Just go on YouTube and type his name in. More people make being a better you, Kiki. See, you paying attention. That's what I love about you. More people making more money off it. Ladies, with this phone right here, and trust me, people been trying to get me to get rid of this phone for a shit. With this phone right here, I can start about 20 OnlyFans. I can start about 20 OnlyFans, a couple of P-Hubs, and some more shit. Yeah. Like, for real, for real. I mean, it ain't worth it, man. It ain't worth it. Now, this can happen anyway. I mean, you could fall for somebody and y'all have a breakup and they do it anyway. My thing is, don't make this a repetitive behavior on the internet to where, because it's the internet is smaller than what you think, right? It's smaller than what you think. It really is. So, word travel fast. Mm, Word travel at light speed. For real. But that's all I want, man. I want y'all to be mindful. Again, you know, for the most part, if you can't do it in front of your children, then you probably don't want to do it on the internet, because this ain't the olden days. They using the internet at school. Um, just like some of y'all kids. Yeah, that's the third C. Nah, this one, the black book is this a old one. This a 11, I think. Um, you know, just be mindful of that. Is all I'm saying. AK, I see you in the building, bro. Be mindful of that, because the internet, you know, shows no mercy. It don't really care who's on the other end of the keyboard, who's on the other end of that send button. And once it's out there, it's out there. So the best thing y'all can always do is protect yourself, protect your family by, again, Not giving your number out to everybody. Not putting your address out there. You know, if you do feel like sending, you know, provocative pictures to someone, excuse me, make sure it's, you know, not one guy a week, okay? Or a couple just don't do it. Because, you know, it will come out at some point. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what all I had to talk about today. I wasn't going to keep y'all too long. I do have a couple things to do, so we're not going to run the whole hour. I'm going to cut it a little bit short. Hey, Grand Rising, AK. I'm going to cut it a little short. My boy, AK. When that phone coming, man, so you could come join us? Oh, yeah. And if you do decide to send in pictures, don't show your face. Don't be all in the, you know, don't do that. Be careful. Make sure, like I said, and it really ain't a thing about sending one person stuff. But like I said, when you bouncing around, sending people things, and the whole app got nudes of you, like that's definitely a no-go. But and I'm also talking about, like I said, what you do on screen, as it pertains to your kids. Oh, you'll be ready on the 24th? Okay. Because I see a lack of respect, um, you know, by people for themselves. I really do. You ain't gotta respect me, but at least respect yourself. You know, you ain't gotta respect me, at least respect yourself. Right? Am I right or wrong? Respect yourself. Don't be out here looking like a dummy. Look, you wanna, when it comes to this internet, man, it's something like you want people to come to you because they could count on you. You know, you want people to come to you because they believe in what you say and how you act. Because if they just coming around you for the flesh, that can be replaced. What? AP and Marie? You showed up. I like that. You feel me? Your character and your conduct and character, that probably can't be replaced. Because everybody brings a different flavor, a different style to how they say things and do things. You know what I mean? However, if it's just flesh, you know, if that's your content, it's always going to have to be that. You know what I mean? It's always going to have to be that. If your content is you throwing it in a circle every day, well, the day you don't throw it in a circle, that's when they gonna, cause that's what they came for. That's what they got used to, right? That's just like on here. If tomorrow I'm just talking super nasty and this, that, and that ain't what y'all become accustomed to. A lot of y'all come on here to get some a good morning, you know, push, a jump start, some good inspirational words, some one to grow on. You know what I mean? Something to think about, some brain food. Because a lot of times when I leave the show, I'm thinking about what we discussed. I'm thinking about stuff y'all put in the chat. Good points that was being brought up by somebody. Because I don't have all the answers. I'm here to learn along with y'all. You know what I mean? It's just I'm bringing up the topics that I feel like we need to learn and grow with together. And self-respect on the internet, how you conduct yourself. They be like, oh, it's just an app. Girl, I can get on here acting. It's just an app. And this, that. Man, this shit is the internet. The internet. The undisputed champion of all things. old timers like me, I was around before the internet. You know what I'm saying? I done watched the whole growth and evolution of this thing. Like it's crazy. It's crazy, but this is my life. I am, for the most part, I live my life in the public eye. Everybody know my kids' names, my dogs' names. Y'all know what kind of plants I got. Y'all know what I'm eating for dinner every day. Like, everything outside of the bedroom is in the public eye. So I am mindful a lot of times of how I carry myself. However, I'm a work in progress. I have to do better. I have to have more self-respect for myself, to not, like I said, self-respect encompasses a lot of things. So like me interacting with somebody that's not worthy of my interaction, that's a flaw. That's a flaw in me. That's a shortcoming because not everybody's actions are worth a reaction. Definitely not. Every time somebody say something, that's not it doesn't require a response from me. You know what I mean? So if y'all, like I said, yesterday we talked about co-parenting. Parenting be the root word of that. And this right here, for me, is really more about, like I said, if you single and you out there doing your thing, that's cool too. But at some point, you're going to want to settle down and be with somebody. And if the whole cyberspace has intimate pictures and nudes or whatever, it may come back to bite you at some point. Yeah, integrity is hugely important, really. And don't bend it. Don't break for the internet. Don't switch up just because it's the internet. Keep your principles, your standards, your morals. Keep all of that intact. You know what I mean? Oh, thank you, OneLoveFam.com. Okay. Bravo. I really don't like when people think like I'm coming at certain people, because we've all made the mistakes. Some people just haven't had an opportunity for somebody to point them out to them. You know what I'm saying? And say like, look, this ain't the way to go about it. It's gonna come back to bite you in the ass at some point, right? But that's gonna do it for today, y'all. I just had to get that out there. Was having a conversation with some of the ladies of One Love last night on the phone, and it made me think of this topic, and because I'm watching people like really mess up. Like, I don't even know how else to say it. If I could prevent it, I would. But sometimes you gotta let the individual learn on their own. But I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the love and the blessings. Today was a blast, as always. Thank y'all for getting up and rocking with me. Pia Marie, thank you. If y'all missed the beginning or y'all want to go back and watch, make sure y'all go back and watch the show in its entirety. I love y'all. If nobody told y'all you have value and worth, you're important. And most of all, that you love King Dopest, One Love family. We love